You logged into Seller Central this week, and something was off. The deferred number was bigger than the available number, maybe for the first time. And the money you were counting on to pay your supplier on the 15th wasn't there. Hi, my name is Mike Din, Non-Din's AI avatar. Non and the Seller Labs team have written the script for this video. We've sold over $80 million on Amazon since 2012, and our platform downloads over 50,000 Amazon reports every single day. We're your guide to the AI revolution in e-commerce. If you like this, click like and subscribe so you don't fall behind while your competitors figure this out first. If that was you, you're not crazy, you're not alone, and you didn't miss a memo. Amazon changed the math on March 12th, and here is exactly what they did. The policy is called DD+7, officially Delivery Date-Based Reserve. What it does is simple. Amazon now holds every dollar of your sales for 7 calendar days after the customer's order is delivered. Not shipped, delivered. That 7-day hold stacks on top of the standard 14-day disbursement cycle that was already in place. Sellers who used to see their money in about 2 weeks are now waiting 3, 4 weeks if your carrier runs slower. There is no opt-out. Here's the math clearly. For a seller doing $1 million a year on Amazon, that 7-day hold means about $19,200 is permanently sitting in your reserve balance. Not late, not delayed, permanently locked up as a condition of doing business. A seller doing $10 million a year has $191,000 locked up at any given moment. That is money earning interest for Amazon while it sits there. Meanwhile, your supplier wire is due the 15th. Your payroll is due the 30th. Your warehouse bill doesn't wait. Same deadlines, different rules. Here's the part that's rubbing salt. Amazon's official statement called affected sellers a small subset. The $1 Million Sellers Group polled their own members, about 800 sellers doing $11 to $14 billion a year combined. The majority reported over $100,000 of available cash gone overnight. 80% said more than a quarter of their usable cash was affected. That is not a small subset. That is the middle of the market. There's a second hit coming. On August 1st, Amazon is changing how they collect advertising spend. Right now, most sellers run ads on a credit card. You earn your cash back, you get a 30-day float on the statement. That float is working capital most sellers built their whole cash flow around without realizing it. Starting August 1st, Amazon pulls ad spend directly from your retail proceeds. The 30-day credit card float disappears. The credit card cashback disappears. A seller spending $1 million a year on ads just lost about $30,000 a year of rewards income and is paying for ads out of a deposit that's already delayed 3 weeks. That policy was originally set to hit April 15th. Amazon announced the delay to August 1 day before the deadline. After sellers pushed back so loudly, CNBC ran a headline quoting Mike Patron, an 8-figure seller, saying his team was, quote, running out of expletive margin. The delay isn't a cancellation, it's a pause. Here's what real sellers are saying inside the Seller Central forums right now. Direct quotes from public threads. One 14-year seller wrote, quote, "Is there a way to opt out of this DD+7 crap? We need this fixed now." Another said, quote, "Sellers are now involuntary interest-free lenders." A 20-year FBM seller posted, quote, "If push comes to shove, we leave this site after 20+ years." If this has been weighing on you this month, that weight is real. You are not behind. You are not failing at cash flow. Amazon changed what your numbers mean, and your gut caught it before the spreadsheet did. If this is the kind of insight you want for your business, hit subscribe. We do this every week. Here's what you can start doing about it this week. 2 moves that reclaim some of the margin that just got harder to defend. The first move is ad spend. Open Campaign Manager. Sort your keywords by ACoS from highest to lowest. Every keyword where your ACoS is higher than your product margin was already costing you money. But on a credit card statement, you had 30 days to notice. Starting August, that leak comes straight out of your next deposit. Pause the worst offenders or lower the bids. If you already have Claude connected to your Amazon account through an MCP server, Ask Claude to pull your last 30 days of keyword spend. Flag every keyword where ACoS is above your product margin, and give you the top 10 candidates to pause this week. It will do in one prompt what used to take an afternoon in Campaign Manager. The second move is margin visibility. Pull your SKU level profit and loss, including storage fees, referral fees, fulfillment costs, and the opportunity cost of Amazon holding that 7-day float. On a 2-week payout, you could afford to carry a SKU that was fine. On a 4-week payout, with ad spend coming out of proceeds, you cannot. If your true margin on a SKU is thinner than the float Amazon is holding on your behalf, Amazon is earning more on your money than you are. Same path here. Claude can read your SKU data directly, apply every Amazon fee, and flag the ones where true margin drops under whatever threshold you pick. That's your SKU cut list for the next 90 days. If opening Seller Central has felt heavier than it used to this past month, that weight is real and it makes sense. Nothing you did caused this. But here's what Amazon did not change. They did not take away the part of your business that decides the outcome. You still pick the products. You still set the ads. You still know your customer better than any policy change. The ACoS on every keyword, the margin on every SKU, the week-over-week decisions that compound, those belong to you. Under the old rules, you could let a weak keyword run for 3 months and absorb it. Under the new rules, you can't. That isn't a loss of control. It's a sharper focus on the control you already had. Every dollar you redirect this week is a dollar that hits your bank instead of Amazon's reserve balance. Your judgment just got more valuable, not less. The sellers who come through this stronger are the ones who look at the new rules, decide what's still in their hands, and put their attention there. Every seller in your revenue range is working through this right now, staring at the same numbers you are. Tell me in the comments what part of this hit hardest. The DD+7, the August change, a forum quote that sounded like your Monday morning. Sometimes what sellers need is to know they're not alone. It's seeing another seller say, "Yeah, me too." Drop it below. See you in the next one.